to die would have been easier. Now, nothing can stop what's coming. Soon, the world will feel the cold as I have. This will be your doom.
God, bro.
Are we hiding now? I will make hell itself freeze over. Nothing more than a small setback. Master the elements.
What?
This ice will be your doom. You cannot hide.
It's over, Freeze. You're out of lackeys, money, cryogel, everything.
This was meant to be my greatest creation.
You fly too close to the sun, and you'll get burnt.
I would rather die knowing what I am than live with a lie.
That would be your cue to leave. The Bat-drone is on approach to pick you up.
Put me back in my cell if you must. There's nothing left for me here.
Excellent. The drive Mr. Hendricks provided us contains exactly what we need.
The voice of the Court's modulator is going to be a pain to remove. I'll pull up some of Bruce's old files, see how he disguised his voice back in the day.
Oh, what the hell? Yo, can you hear me? What up? Yeah, I'm playing Gotham Knights right now. I'm trying to just run through the rest of some of this shit. I'm picking up trophies on the way, so I don't have to. Mhm. Mhm. I'm talking to this dude on YouTube because like people are freaking out about that Avatar 2 Way of Water or whatever, and like I just said like I didn't really think that much of the first one, so like I'm probably not gonna watch the second one of my own volition. Like I didn't really care for the first one, and he was like, "Why so?" And I was like, "Honestly, I just didn't have any interest in it." Um, I enjoyed Aliens and Terminator 2 Judgment Day, but like I just don't care about some fucking blue people like on a fucking planet filled with water. Like I don't give a fuck about that. Mm. Yeah, I am just saying that I personally am not interested in the Avatar franchise as as it currently is. Nah, but like, there's people on fucking YouTube like arguing about this shit, and like, I'm not trying to like, I'm not saying that like, oh, this movie's gonna be trash or this movie's gonna do really well. Like, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like, I don't have an interest in it. I enjoyed the sequels that he made to Alien and Terminator, but I just don't care for this. Like, I didn't care for the first one, so I'm just, I don't want nobody coming at me and be like, well, like, you need to go back and watch it. No, because like, I didn't care for it the first time in that fucking like year. So like, I know I'm definitely not gonna give a shit about it now in like 2022 when the film is like what, over 10 years old or some shit. Yeah, fuck no, I don't care about that. Yeah, yep, I don't care for it. Like, it didn't put me to sleep like Wonder Woman did, but it also wasn't something that was like super gripping to me. Like, I watched it during the time that it was out, and like, I didn't even make it through the whole thing. Like, I just was like, ugh, like, I didn't like it. It wasn't something that I cared about. Like, humans fucked up their planet, so now we're having to like go to outer space and seek out other planets because we fucked up ours. And then we find a planet that is, habitable for us, and we don't do shit but just cause conflict on it. Like, I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, that's literally what happens. And then they go, like, they're at that planet, and now, because they could do this shit with people's consciousness and stuff, like, transfer their consciousness into one of the natives' bodies or some shit. Like, them niggas was just like, well, I'd rather be. I'm tired of being human. Like, I don't want to be a human no more. I want to be more than that. So like, they get to be some like 9 feet tall blue person or some shit. Zoe Saldana, Sam Worthington, like Sigourney Weaver was in the first one. Like, I like the cast and stuff. I just don't care about that shit. Like, that specific science fiction shit. You know? Yeah. Like, my buddy doesn't like Dune, and that nigga saying, he was like, them niggas just surrounded by sand and fucking sandworms. And I was like, yeah, sorta. I mean, like, that's really, like, it takes place in outer space, but like, you know, the planet they own ain't nothing but sand on it. He was like, what the fuck, nigga? He's like, I'm not watching this shit. But I told him, I was like, it's more than that. Like, it's like, cause I haven't read the books, but I watched the first movie, and the first movie is like, I mean, that's, you're gonna take, you're gonna have to sit through that shit, cause it's like it's 2 hours, but it was shot back in the day, like before we was born. So yeah, yeah, it's gonna be one of the movies where you don't want to sit through, but if you want to understand it and shit, like, you have to sit there and watch it. But because like, I was like, I just read the books. Like, I mean, the books, there's multiple books, but I mean, I don't know. I didn't mind. Like, my buddy has like, I think 1 through 3 of the books, and he loaned it to me, but we got drunk that night at his house, and I fucking ended up leaving him there. But I told him, I was like, well, I'll just get them on like fucking like Amazon or something, or get like the audiobook. The audiobooks is probably better too, though. Yeah. That's not all it's cracked up to be either. Mm. Yeah, I mean, for me, like Wonder Woman, I like her as a character, like in the comics and shit. Like she's great, you know. I like what they're doing with her, and then and then yeah. So what they're doing with Wonder Woman in the comics is cool, but how she's portrayed on screen is just disappointing to me, and like that's why I just refuse to watch them shits because like DC don't know what they want to do. I mean, like maybe like I think between James Gunn and this dude Peter Safran or whatever, like maybe they'll bring more interest into DC superheroes and shit on the big screen. But if they don't, then it's done. Like, why continue putting forth money into a franchise that no one wants to fucking watch? Like that doesn't make any sense. It's like beating a dead horse. They, yeah, yeah. Also been pushed back. Yeah, like they don't want to explore new characters. Cause like they're fine with doing it with it's just all like what is it? Um the same superheroes over and over again. Like we've been long overdue for a Superman movie. Like that shit should have been made like 10 years ago. Oh yeah, The Witcher, Henry Cavill. Yeah, but they did it to themselves. Like, how long do you think Netflix series, like seasons and shit, like can really go for? Because some of them shows been getting canceled left and right. Oh, you talking about that Resident Evil show? You didn't watch you didn't watch the one with or they made Albert Wesker black? I thought you said you watched that or started it or something. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was just they failed his ass. Like the studio did. They was like, oh, we're gonna bring in a black Superman. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Like, why are y'all doing that? That don't make no fucking sense. Like, y'all, yeah, it's in a different world, but like they were trying to bring in a fucking black Superman. Like the whole thing that was happening with Zack Snyder's Justice League shit. They weren't trying to greenlight another Superman movie because they was like, oh, well, we're gonna reboot Superman, and like we're trying to reboot like the DCEU, so like that's what they was trying to go for with this Flash movie. And I was just like, well, that's fucking stupid. And a lot of people thought it was stupid. It was like, so y'all are gonna basically pass on doing Superman and then just get a black Superman? Because like I think they were talking about hiring the actor for it, and it was gonna be Michael B. Jordan. And I was like, no, that's fucking like I mean, not that he's a bad actor or nothing, but like, don't do that. Well, I mean, he's dead. I mean, the only he's yeah, Killmonger been dead. He died in the first Black Panther movie, so like he was open to do that. Yeah, he was open to doing it, but like it just didn't make sense for him to do it because like Henry Cavill, like there was nothing wrong with his Superman movie. It just never got greenlit for another one. Like it, okay, so like during the time where it was, because this was when Marvel and DC was basically like peak competition or like competitive status or whatever, and they did Batman versus Superman because Marvel was doing Civil War, which is basically Iron Man and fucking Cap fighting against each other and shit. Those movies came out the same year, and like Batman versus Superman should have been like $1 billion movie. It wasn't. That shit was not. That shit flopped. Doomsday, yeah, Doomsday was in that movie, and Wonder Woman was in that movie. Should have made $1 billion, because that was the first time. I think that was the first time they featured Wonder Woman. I think. I don't remember when her. I think her movie came out after. I think it was like 2015 or something. Hold on, let me check. No. Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice. That came out 2016. And Wonder Woman came out the year after that. No, it didn't. Batman v Superman was called Batman. Its official title is Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. So this is before the Justice League gets put together because Batman thinks that Superman is a threat, so he tries to like take him out. And then they fight Doomsday at the end, and Doomsday kills. Well, Superman kills Doomsday, but Doomsday also kills him too. And then the Justice League movie is when they form the Justice League. After Dawn of Justice? No, because Superman or Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice came out in 2016, so it came out in like 2018 or 2019 or something. Because they had to fight first before they formed the Justice League. So it says right here the Justice League came out. Well, Zack Snyder's version came out in 2021, but this one says hold on. Zack Snyder's? Okay, yeah. I was gonna say, yeah, that one came out and nobody liked it. but that was their official, like that's the official one. Like this one was just Zack Snyder's Justice League, but it didn't do anything different. Like it wasn't even that fucking different. Stupid. And Justice League 2 is gonna be trash. This because they said they came out and said what 5 characters they was gonna focus on, or was it 5? Yeah, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. No, uh, no. This is what they just recently came out and said they was gonna do. Okay, no. Yeah, they said they wanted to focus on 5 characters, like build the world around 5 characters. I'm just like, what? Hold on, I gotta find it because this dude on YouTube was talking about it, and I was just like, that's stupid. These motherfuckers don't want to focus on Green Lantern, and that's how they're gonna get their like fucking cosmic side of shit going. Like the motherfucker said, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, and Harley Quinn. I was like, what the fuck are y'all doing? That don't matter. You can't world build on Harley because she's just a fucking. You can't do as much world building on Harley as you can on like a Green Lantern. It don't even matter which Green Lantern they bring. We want like I mean, people need to do like Hal Jordan and John Stewart and like Guy Gardner and Simon Baz and Kyle Rayner and Jessica Cruz. But like, there's no telling which one they're gonna go with. They don't know what the fuck they want to do. They don't know if Ezra Miller is gonna be secure as a Flash later on, because like they're thinking about recasting him. But like, if this movie with Ezra Miller doesn't do good, then like it's gonna be a flop. Because like DC's Black Adam movies, shit. They're thinking that shit's gonna flop. They're not gonna do it. They don't know. They don't know what they want to do. Like as far as like what's gonna cost them money and shit. Like they're like, yeah, if this is gonna cost us a lot of money, we not doing it. Yeah, but it's they only one. Yeah. What? I don't know. I chose not to watch that. Oops. Yep, it's what, 2022? What's his new date now? Well, I mean, it don't matter what time of the year DC decides to drop a movie. Like, they gonna fuck it up. It's gonna happen whenever it happens, and they gonna just have to compete with Marvel. Because them niggas got movies coming out every year, or every season of the year. So winter, spring, summer, fall, like, Marvel has shit dropping every season of the year. 4 movies a year, and Disney Plus shit. They just don't know what the fuck to do. I don't know why it's so hard for them to figure that shit out, but it's like, we're looking for a Kevin Feige. You know, they tried to hire that nigga? They legit tried to hire Kevin Feige. They tried to take him away from his head, his head position at Marvel Studios. Where this nigga's making like easily like 6 figures, 8 figures, more a year, and they tried to offer that nigga like a position within the company. Like, he didn't take it. Like, like, why would, like, no. Yeah, basically. He got his own production company and shit. Cause like, if you see in some of the Marvel movies, like, I think the most recent ones, like the TV shows and shit, like it'll say a Kevin Feige production. You'll see in like either the end credits or the beginning of the movie. Yeah, he's come a long way. He used to be just a director. Well, I mean, what was it? Like, way back in the day, like when we was kids, that first X-Men movie came out, like 2000 or some shit like that. Yeah, he was a intern back then. Basically, can't nobody tell him shit, but some Disney motherfucker. That's it. Yeah. Yeah, I don't understand it. Yeah, but I mean, his movies, they already said they're not changing it. They was like, oh yeah, we bring him in the MCU, it's gonna be rated R. Like, we're not changing it. But I don't know if that just means like strictly his movies is gonna be rated R, or like movies that he's in will be like rated R. Cause like, I mean, if you do a Wolverine movie, bro, like that shit has to be rated R. Like, no matter what. Like, you could put Deadpool and Punisher together, and like, that's already gonna be rated R because Punisher kills people. You can't have no PG-13 Punisher. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, you can't do that. They said the drop off on that movie is like 52%. And I was like, in its second week, I was like, that's done because Black Panther drops in like 8 days. Nobody's gonna go
I
see
always
Black
figured
Adam no
Bruce
more.
just didn't like the
That shit is
masquerade because it was
dead.
pretentious.
He did always say
It's
he found
crazy.
it distasteful. But all this time, the Court of Owls.
Bruce had good instincts. He just didn't know how good.
Hmm. Yeah, like a re-release or something. Hmm. Yeah, they fucked up.
Hey, big guy. You doing okay?
Fine. What's up?
Well, with all this talk of Lazarus pits and Dionysium,
Like I said,
I'm not watching Black
fine.
Adam, bro. Like I'll watch it.
Jason, just let me be a good friend.
I don't know, man. Like I'm not gonna.
handling it.
I don't think I'm gonna watch it. Cause
Thanks
people
for
only
checking
like,
in,
oh,
Babs.
I watched it because the shit at the end of the movie for like the post credit scene. And I was like, that's it. I was like, nigga, you wasted your money on that. I was like, you could have caught that shit on YouTube. Yeah, like that's stupid. I was like, I'm not. I was like, that's dumb as fuck. I'm not watching that shit, period. Didn't want to watch it when I heard about it. Once I heard it was PG-13, I'm like, no, I'm not
with the
watching it.
help of a powerful new suit that reportedly resembled a spider. He was taken down by authorities in a daring battle said to involve at least one vigilante. Despite numerous reports to the contrary, GCN has confirmed the vigilante presence
Yeah,
did
most
not
anime
include Batman.
is,
His absence persists despite a noticeable
I don't
uptick in
know, like
major
I
crimes.
would rather watch that shit
Freeze is
over
now
some
being held in an
PG-13 ass
upgraded
superhero movie
specialized
that's
prison cell at Blackgate,
not gonna
where
fucking
he awaits trial for
be what I
numerous
want.
federal and state crimes. This is Noor Rashid with GCN.
That movie's gonna get a billion. It's gonna be a good movie, for sure. I mean, like its first movie got like a billion, and that was without the death of Chadwick Boseman. I don't, like no one was like thinking that that was gonna be anything that would hinder the movie. But like now, like because
You know,
he's
Freeze
leaving
was the
behind a
first villain I ever
legacy,
faced as
like
Robin.
everybody wants to do really good in that
He still
movie.
had a
You can
glimmer
tell,
of humanity then.
and they're bringing in like
Gotham has a
Marvel's
way of
first
making
mutant,
monsters.
Namor.
Proof of
So
that's
I
everywhere
was
lately.
like, dude. Yeah. Honestly, I'm not really sure because we're supposed to get the X-Men 97 series on Disney Plus. I think after Andor, because She-Hulk is done, and She-Hulk was only 9 episodes. But I think we're supposed to. I'm almost certain we're supposed to get new X-Men 97 series. And I'm not sure what they're gonna
We
do
haven't
with
seen a
that.
breakout
I don't
of
know
this
if they're
scale
just
in
gonna
a
be
while.
like, and we've been here the whole time.
Last
Cause
person
like,
that attacked the
I don't
prison
think the
was
X-Men 97
Black
series is gonna
Mask, I
get
think.
an additional
That's
season.
right.
I
He
think what's
wanted
gonna
to kill
happen
one of his
is
rivals before
they're
he could
gonna
earn the Riddler's
transition it from
protection.
like the
Yeah,
animated
I
shit
remember
to
that.
like the live
Good
action
times.
shit in the middle of like this like the season that they're dropping, like maybe at the end or something, and it's just like boom, like mutants been here the whole time. Cause like some people don't understand that if Charles Xavier is a part of the MCU, like you've seen the other X-Men movies and shit, right? That nigga can stop. He can. It might sound kind of stupid, but like he's a telepath, but like he can stop like It's almost like he can
They
stop
managed to
time
make Freeze's weather
because
machine portable.
there's been times where he'll
I have
show
to
up
give it
and
to the
shit,
regulators.
and
Their
like
tech was impressive.
people be hustling and bustling, dog.
It's
And I'm talking
potential
like
for
a big amount of
destruction
people.
was
Like this nigga,
immeasurable.
what for instance, like an
Good thing we
airport
stopped
or like a
Freeze before he
busy
caused any
street
more
or some shit
damage.
like that, whatever. But when
Indeed.
that nigga shows up, he like slows down time or some shit, or stops everything around him and everyone that he wants to talk to. So if like you and me is somebody he wanted to talk to, and we was at like an airport or something, like everybody's just instantly stops moving and shit. But you and me can move, and then like some nigga approaches us in a wheelchair, talking about come with us or come with me or some shit. Like that nigga can do that. He can legit like just cause everything around us to stop moving and shit. So I'm thinking, yeah, I'd be
Victor
freaking out too.
Freeze is
But
back in his cell, along with
I
extra
honestly like
security.
shit, dude. Like he can
Hope
do
he can
that.
try
So I'm
something
thinking
else
that
anytime
like
soon.
Mutant's been here the whole time, and he just been
Never
like,
seemed so
yeah, like
defeated.
we just gonna like
Without
be
his
undetected
wife
by y'all
and
or
hope
some
for a
shit.
cure, he must not have much else to live for.
Yeah. The Illuminati.
Victor is a brilliant scientist. I can't help but wonder, if Batman had been able to help him, could he have saved him?
No.
How can you be so sure?
Freeze's condition didn't change him. It revealed him. He didn't have to become a villain. There's no cure for who Freeze really is.
Nah, I don't think she's gonna get a movie, but I think she might get pulled into the MCU some way. Oh, we're gonna get the Fantastic Four, but I'm saying like the movie like with a female version of Captain America. Yeah, I don't think she's gonna get a movie, but I think she's gonna be pulled into the MCU, so she might
So
be a
what'll
part of the
become of
movies,
Freeze's
but I don't think
machine?
she's gonna get her own solo movie, you know?
Probably taken apart and sitting in the GCPD evidence locker.
Because they have such outstanding security.
Eh, I thought it was funny. I mean, I wish it was a little bit more serious, but it was funny.
Think Blackgate is going to hold Freeze this time?
We'll keep an eye on it. It is Harley's haven, after all.
She's the one who told him about Bruce. You know that, right?
You think so?
No doubt. We'll need to keep an eye on both of them.
Mhm.
Did we ever find out who helped Freeze fund this jailbreak?
The trail went cold,
Wait,
but
what did
I'm
you say?
still looking.
First off, nice one. Second, you're already on this?
Yeah.
I'm obviously 5 steps ahead of you at all times.
You know what? Yeah, I'm not even gonna argue with you on that. Did you find anything weird in Freeze's tech?
It's strange. Some of it is based on his own work, but other parts of it were from a source I can't trace yet.
That's probably not good.
At least we know he can't remake it easily.
We caught Freeze, even if we had to do it twice.
Yeah, even with his giant spider robot, he couldn't stop us.
You're thinking of building one, aren't you?
Just for research purposes.
We're doing this.
People took that implant so readily, and from Harley Quinn.
In moments of desperation, people will search for even the faintest glimmer of hope.
And Harley preyed upon exactly that.
What's up, buddy? I'll be right back.
I remember when Master Bruce came back from the reservoir that day. He was pretty shaken up.
I know. He kept asking me to analyze what was left, to see if Clayface could have survived. And he really hoped that he did.
Even though it wasn't Master Bruce's fault, it laid on his conscience heavily.
Jason, come on. You have to drink water, especially after a workout.
Nope. Not putting anything in my body unless it comes out of a sealed bottle.
I mean, depending on the extent of their water treatment practices, Clayface could be in the bottled water too.
Oh, come on.
It's so weird. Batman thought Clayface was gone for good.
Maybe he was putting himself back together. Might explain why he's been gone for so long.
Hopefully he didn't learn any new tricks along the way. I can't imagine how much worse that'd be. Bad guys without faces? That's almost normal at this point. Classic Gotham, you know?
I was almost relieved when we knew it was Clayface.
Right. A familiar face behind our new faceless friends.
Are you sure I'll be okay?
Even if you ingested some microscopic Clayface particles, your digestive system would turn them into harmless organic compounds.
Thanks. You're probably right. But just in case, I think I'll smother those compounds with a burrito.
Oh, then add some extra hot sauce. You'll want at least 1,000,000 Scovilles to achieve combustion.
It's worth a try.
Go for Oracle.
Hey, got some key evidence in that case I sent you.
Oh?
3 passes to go rock climbing this weekend that just conveniently have our names on them. Can't make it, can you?
I'm sorry. We're just finally making headway on this case and...
No need to apologize. I get it. We've all been there.
I do really want to see you. I've got some new toys that will make Ollie green with envy.
Oh, I will be sure to let him know that.
Did you know that Bruce was involved with over 100 charities in Gotham?
Seems like Bruce.
Yeah. He'd want to keep donating, so I'm finding even more causes that could use the help.
I'm guessing it's easy to find folks who want Bruce Wayne's money.
It's not even just the money. One of the nonprofits wants me to pose in their special calendar.
Wait, is this like the one Bruce did? With that dahlia in front of...
It was a geranium. I wonder if they come in Nightwing blue.
What you been reading lately?
Commander's Honor. It's the latest in the Commander series. It's about a lone soldier who travels through time.
I haven't seen that in the charts yet. Is it the British edition?
Yeah. Isabel sent it to me from London. It won't be out here for months.
Lucky you, dating someone who travels so much.
We're not dating anymore. We just keep in touch and exchange books.
Receiving books from an ex you're still friends with. That is so sweet.
You don't always have to do the logical thing, Tim. You can trust your gut once in a while.
You have your way, and I have mine.
You mean how you overthink everything?
It's worked for me so far.
Doesn't mean you can't let loose once in a while. You're still a kid.
I'm not a kid. I'm Robin. And Robin can't afford to make any mistakes. There's cat hair everywhere.
You know that cats shed, right?
But do they have to do it at the Bat computer? They must have slept on the keyboard, there's so much.
You've never had a cat before, have you, Tim?
Do you remember your first night out as Robin, Master Richard?
God, I was so nervous.
You nearly took a nasty fall. Master Bruce thought you were under attack. Turned out you had just slipped on a puddle of ice.
Yeah, that wasn't my greatest moment. But the recovery was fantastic.
I always wondered, how did you come up with your Nightwing costume?
I wanted something similar to what I wore at the circus. Something lightweight and flexible. And I also wanted to honor my parents somehow.
Well, I'm sure you've made them proud while wearing it.
Hey, Alfred, weird question, but you still have your driver's license, right?
Of course, I'm always available to drive you if required.
Oh no. I was just wondering if you wanted to take a Batcycle out for a spin.
Master Jason, I haven't ridden a motorcycle in decades.
I'll take that as a maybe. You can borrow my helmet anytime. Man, I'm sore. Shouldn't have lifted so much yesterday.
Strength training is the bane of my existence.
Sorry, buddy. Come here. Yeah, you been a good boy. Yeah, thank you, buddy. A treat. This boy hops up every time. Come here. Come here. No, don't jump. Don't jump. Stop. Gotcha, I gotcha. Alright, let me go get him a snack real quick and I'll be right back. Fuck. Let's see. My bad, bro. What's up? Oh, you got food? I'm about to make my boy Robin a OP. Nightwing. Oh, Red Hood. Yeah, he's cool. I like using Red Hood too. He just, I'm trying to either level up Nightwing, Robin, or Batgirl. I mean, they're all gonna be like level 30 soon. Wait, what'd you say? What do you mean? Oh, I'm sorry. Nah, I mean, this one you have to find gear or craft gear, so in a way it's kind of like Marvel's Avengers. I still need to go back and play that. Denzel's been playing it. He told me, he was like, you gonna hop on it? And I was supposed to, but then this shit dropped. So I was playing this. Well, I told him, I was like, cause he likes using Black Widow. And she's actually pretty OP now. Like, she's one of the stronger characters that you can use. Like, in terms of, like, ranking characters together and shit. She's like A tier or S tier or some shit now. That bitch was like D tier. Captain America's still trash though. But like, I don't know what people expect. Like, there's not much you can get after Captain America. Like, there's literally not much else that man can do other than throw his shield and shit. So, yeah, like that. I mean, he don't have no powers like that. He's just like a guy that can punch really hard. And some people like, well, he can do more than that. And I'm like, okay, well, this nigga can't fly. He can't, like, no, like, there's, he can run really fast. He's got a shield that will always come back. Well, no, that's not true. I mean, maybe now it is because he's got like a wrist thing, so like, it's designed to like come back. But yeah, like that's about it. Yeah, people be getting butthurt. Like, he can do this. I'm like, look, come on, dude. Like, nigga's a human being. First and foremost, you just, you know what I mean? Let's not go back to what he actually looks like. Because people be arguing with that. And I'm like, strip that super soldier serum away. What you got? From Brooklyn. I was like, so, like, don't be acting stubborn and stuff. Like, there's not much you can do. In terms of like Thor or something, like, yeah, he lifted the hammer, but like, that shit don't belong to him. Like, that's not Cap's hammer. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. People be getting mad. I was like, bro, chill. Yeah. That was something else that somebody was something that they didn't really like, but like that's how it happened in the comics. Like she was dying of cancer, and then like they had more mystery behind it, you know. Like it was it was more of a like, damn, I wonder who's actually got Thor's hammer, because like they didn't reveal that like in the beginning. It was like, at least, I mean, if you weren't able to pick up on it after like 3 issues, because they kind of are alluding to who it was before they got to the 4th and 5th issue, but like you could kind of just tell. But it was just like she looked so different, because like Jane Foster, when she was, you know, popping in and out of like Thor, she had like long blonde hair and shit like that. And like, you know, Jane Foster, I mean, she's, how they portrayed it in the movie was, I don't know, like I felt for her because she had, you know, suffered cancer, and then like, you know, had the whole like Infinity Stone inside her, been to Asgard. I was like, they could have been healed you, bro. You could have you could have been had this like cancer removed and all that. But yeah, I was like, you've been off world, like in between worlds. I like had a whole Infinity Stone, which was the Reality Stone. So I was like, bro, like you could have removed it, or you know, Odin could have been like, hey, we detected this anomaly in your body, so we just removed it. But yeah, no, like that's what I didn't like about it, because like that, and then like the whole relationship with her and Thor, like how it showed like how everything moved really fast in terms of like they was living together on Earth. Like Thor don't really be talking about his time on Earth like that, but like they were like living together and stuff. That's why when I was like, that's why when they showed like the Infinity War stuff, and like what Thor did, what he didn't aim for the head, and Thanos snapped half of all existence and the universe out. Why didn't he go look for Jane? That's why I was just like, bro, like, what the hell? Yeah, if y'all was living together and stuff, I was like, I mean, I must have been happy and shit. Yeah, but he didn't get it. Oh yeah, he did get killed right in front of him. I forgot. Yeah, you guys next snap. Yeah, they're coming though. Well, did you watch the Loki TV series? Yo, that man was like, everything played out the way it was supposed to. I just left. I was like, what? Like he basically said that like he would have been dead had Thanos like snapped his neck and shit, but he left. He came up with an illusion that fooled even Thanos, the mighty Thanos. I was like, get out of here. But yeah, he fooled him. So like the old Loki, played by fuck, what was his name? Robert E. Grant. Yo, so his Loki, that was really cool. Like I appreciated how like his Loki basically did all the same shit that our Loki did. And then like he realized, he was like, oh, I'm just, you know, I'm a problem. Like I don't bring nothing but like pain and misery to people and stuff. So like I'm gonna just be alone on this planet by myself and never go back. And then no, like I'll have to send you the clip or whatever, but it's he's basically talking about like what happened with his in his reality and on the Loki TV series, because like the Loki in our reality is dead, so because like Thanos snapped his neck, but then the one that's traveling around with Owen Wilson is the 2012, it's the 2012 Loki that escaped in Avengers Endgame when they went back in time. So when they did a little time heist, and then like Thor's. Yeah. So they was getting that, and then like basically like they made Hulk take the stairs. Hulk smacks the fucking door open, and it hits Tony and like knocks him the fuck out, and then like the cube slides on the floor over to Loki, and then Loki uses it to escape. Yeah. So that's so technically he's still from like he's from an earlier timeline from the Loki that died when Thanos snapped his neck. So it's still the same Loki. He just hasn't reached that point where in the timeline, like, you know, Thanos snaps his neck and that's it, you know. Yeah, yeah. Our Loki is dead, but the one from the earlier time when they, you know, messed up the time heist is is technically our Loki. He just hadn't gone through the character development that the other Loki went through. So he's just like, you know, I mean, he's at the end of the Loki TV series, he's basically come full circle as far as like character development goes. But he just realizes that like, you know, oh, like he's a part of the TVA now, basically. Like he kind of works for them in a way because he can't go back to his time, or he can't go. Yeah, I mean, I guess he can't really return back to the main MCU timeline right now. Like that's not something that he's able to do. And then with all like the multiverse stuff happening, like it's just honestly it's just a shit show. But the Loki TV series was pretty good. It definitely set up most of, well, I guess the rest of Phase 4, because I didn't see when it came out. Loki Season 1, I think that dropped in like 2021. Earlier 2021? Yeah. June 9th to July 14th, 2021. And that was just 6 episodes, but that's literally what kicked everything off for us for the multiverse. That and Spider-Man. Yeah, let's look at, hold on. Oh, that's next year. No, that's Captain Marvel 2. Yeah. No, but I don't know about Mahershala Ali. Like, that shit's kind of up in the air right now. And I wish it wasn't, because I really want to see... I really want to see how he portrays Blade. Yeah, I mean, he really did kick everything off for the MCU. It wouldn't be what it is today without him. Yeah. Yeah, boy. Yeah, Wesley Snipes and his Blade movie basically started everything. As far as like the MCU goes. MCU started with Wesley Snipes. I'm level 25. I have 8,816 out of 62,000 XP. Not sure. Should I play with Robin or should I play with Batgirl? But I'll play with Batgirl. Yeah, I'll do Courthouse first. Then I gotta do Clayface and then... yeah, let me leave the Belfry real quick. I have to do New Game Plus on this shit and everything too.